Hello, and welcome back to another episode of my Genshin Impact playthrough. Last time I went through that weird realm thing, and now we're gonna go back. And I guess help out that person who was, you know, stuck in the cave. I don't know, the whole thing's kinda weird. Why are we, like, still doing this? Why aren't we, you know, going to Silver City where the Archon is? At least that's where I think she is. Alright, what we're supposed to do? Make some food.
All done! Let's use the empty box that Tainari gave us since we already washed it. Oh, it smells amazing! And the box is a nice touch too! Let's go serve this up and start eating with Hypatia!
Kaduki. Wish I could have that food. A huggy. Traveler's always hungry, because Paimon eats everything.
Are you already finished cooking? Mmm, smells delectable.
Okay, here's your food. You know, you forgetting to feed yourself.
Even though everything you mentioned was in Tainari's letter, it's still hard to believe you were able to connect with Irminsul immediately after smelling Spiritborn eel for the first time. It took me nearly 3 years before I could do so. And everyone at the Academia even lauded me as a genius.
Academia, is it like their school?
You should know that some researchers spent their entire lives without ever successfully connecting with Irminsul as you have.
So why does this incense allow people to connect to Irminsul?
The ingredients used to make Spiritborn eel primarily consist of plants created by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. These special ingredients are conducive to heightening our senses to the Dendro Archon's power. Since the root of the Dendro Archon's power lies within Irminsul, we can occasionally tap into her powers to peer into the depths of the earth.
You understand?
Naturally, anyone who can establish a connection with Irminsul in their first ever attempt must be a person of great understanding.
Makes sense. But Paimon's got a question. Why was she sensitive to the smell of those plants for such a...
That was primarily due to her body's unique constitution. Stimulated by the incense, she could perceive the Dendro Archon's power and experience the sensory overload, hence the adverse reactions. Taking in any scent similar to the ingredients of Spiritborn eel would cause adverse effects. Not to worry though. It appears you've all... Technically, your body should still be sensitive to the powers of the Dendro Archon. But unless you're using intentional meditation techniques, the scent...
Whew. Well, that's really...
I must admit, I am quite envious of your abilities. Even if it meant suffering from pounding headaches for the rest of my life, I'd consider it worthwhile so long as I could connect with Irminsul at will.
Whoa. You're really serious about this whole thing, aren't you?
Yeah, cool.
I am a researcher. As a member of the Ritaoist Darshan at the Academia, my main area of research is the stars and their connection to the fate of living beings. But there is still so much we don't know, especially regarding the mysteries that lie in the starry skies.
It's a really long name that I'm not going to pronounce.
Which is why I must turn to the all-knowing Irminsul for answers. If only my perception wasn't so limited. Unfortunately, I cannot guarantee that my every attempt to attune with Irminsul will be successful. I am currently in the stage of training known as Satyavada life. Many researchers and sages have said that Irminsul contains divine knowledge, and touching such knowledge without the proper preparations and abilities will only lead to one's mind caving in on itself.
Well, that's not scary or anything.
That's why we meditate alone. We need to ensure that our minds will be calm while minimizing the possibility of involving anyone else.
Whoa. So knowledge from Irminsul could be super dangerous. Don't you ever feel afraid of the risk, Hypatia?
Of course I do. Especially during nights that are pitch black with no moonlight, and dead silent without even the sound of insects.
That's creepy.
However, I've been feeling better as of late. I don't get as scared anymore. I believe that being able to see them is a sort of blessing from... But what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an envoy of the god of wisdom herself.
What's so strange about that? It doesn't sound so out of place for a divine being, does it?
Well, it's strange because nearly nobody in Sumer...
Oh, is that true?
Yes, well, to an extent. Only children can dream in Sumeru. Adults, however, never do.
Wait, what?
The sages say that wisdom implies rationality, but that which occurs in dreams is often neither rational nor logical. Yes, if one struggles with anxieties, those emotions could influence their dreams.
Wait, I'm still in the nobody gets dreams part. That's weird.
The fact that the people of Sumeru do not have dreams is seen as a blessing by the sages. They believe that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, the god of wisdom, is keeping us away from the foolish delusions you encounter in your sleep.
That sounds extremely fishy.
I was born into a family of scholars in Sumeru City. Ever since I was a child, my parents would always tell me that I'll know I've grown up once I stop dreaming. I studied hard, enrolled as a student in the academia, and went on to become a researcher. Sure enough, I never dreamed again. But then, on the day I scared the little Aranara, I suddenly saw a dream again. It was incredible. Though, back then, I was foolish and ignorant as any youth would be. But I was free of fear. Maybe dreaming isn't as bad as we've made it out to be.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
So, do you have any thoughts?
Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have any answer. World forget me. What could that possibly mean?
Somebody wants you to forget them?
If only I could ascend if you two are ever in the area again, there's no need to be thankful.
Can we go to Sumeru? This is a little weird. Weird,
Now that we
man.
know Hypatia is alright and had the chance to ask her some questions, Paimon thinks it's about time to head back to Gandharvaville.
So strange. The whole not dreaming thing? That's so weird. It's almost like either somebody's made it to where they can't, or like somebody's stealing them, because that's a little strange. Really strange. Like, weird, kind of strange. Alright. Hopefully they'll let us go.
Think about it, Tainari. Refusing to join is tantamount to burying your head in the sand. I understand that you're a forest watcher, and that it's your duty to combat the effects of withering zones. But isn't it evident that such work is not a lasting solution to the problem? As Sage Kage clearly stated, your presence and guidance in Sumeru City is pivotal in finding a cure for Irminsul. How could you possibly refuse?
Sages, is those are like leaders of the groups, I'm assuming?
Keep your emotions in check, Gulam. Let's at least listen to Tainari's reason for declining. We're here to invite him to the Academia, not to cause a scene.
Everybody's obsessed with the academia.
Sage Kage, I am truly honored that you came here in person, but I'm afraid I must still decline your invitation. I am merely a forest watcher. How could the great minds of the Haravatat have any need of someone like me?
Well, it turns out that your refusal letter had some implications on your master's reputation. He is a renowned sage of the Immorta, after all. So now I've come here in his stead.
I see. Well...
Tainari, your master is an integral part of this effort, and now he requires your assistance.
And what exactly does my master...
You'll know once you've arrived in Sumeru City, that is.
That sounds so suspicious.
And, how long...
There's no definite answer as of now.
That sounds extremely fishy.
Do you mean to tell me that, despite coming all the way here to Gandharvaville, you still can't answer the questions I laid out in the letter to my master? If that's the case, then I'm afraid...
Tainari, but you...
So be it. Come, Gulam, we're leaving.
That is so suspicious. I can't tell you why we want you to leave your home and come to Sumeru City. I can't tell you how long you're going to be staying. That's just strange. Very, very strange. The side eye on that guy, jeez.
Tainari, what was that?
It's nothing. Some people from the academia wanted me to go to Sumeru City to assist them with a project, but I had to refuse on account of all my responsibilities here. But all that can wait.
It was quite the eventful trip.
Very good.
That's right.
Yeah,
we
we
were to
gotta...
meet Lesser Lord Kusanao.
Sorry, I'm afraid I don't...
Well, do you at least...
Let me think. Oh, how about this? I'll write you a letter of introduction that you can give to a researcher. Also, when you enter Sumeru City, you'll probably end up receiving something like this item here. I'm not...
Oh? What is it?
It's called an Akasha Terminal. It's a tool produced by the Academia that utilizes the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Some say that this item is the very basis of Sumeru's reputation as the City of Wisdom. Needless to say, this device and its usage fall under the Academia's expertise, so I'll leave it to them to show you how to use it.
They seem to really look up to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, but they seem to almost look down on Lesser Lord personality. It's strange. Like, they value one over the other, but they just have her because she's the one left, I guess. To talk about her legacy, and hardly mention the other one. It's weird.
Next up, Sumeru City!
This whole thing is weird.
That's right. Tainari, we have something important.
Yes, she's doing much better. After being... She knew you two would be leaving soon.
Thanks, Tainari.
Yeah, let's go.
Farewell,
Let's go say hi to
and good
Colin.
luck to you.
Yes. Let's go say hi to Colin. He's a thank you. Where's she? She's up there. I wonder where that. Is it like under the bridge or something? Oh, I'm trying to get. There's like so many. Like the first level is like 20. It's a little out there. Oh shit, I made you so bad. So cute.
I've been... Thanks for waiting here just to see us off, Kale. We're headed to Sumeru City.
Yeah, take care of yourself.
Don't worry
please.
about me. I can take care of myself. And, I'm sorry. But I guess now I understand that the most important thing is for friends to be genuine with one another. There's no need to apologize, Kale. We should be thanking you for trusting us enough to be your friends. And we're probably still gonna worry about your condition. But that's because we're friends and we care about you. Thank you. That means a lot. Before you leave, I have something for you. Oh? What is it? It's my recipe for pita pockets.
Oh my gosh.
Yay! Thanks, Kale. I hope that whenever you eat them, you'll both remember. Well then, I train.
Alright, let's go. Yay, Primos! Alright, there we go. Sumeru City. Let's go. Alright, God, what's the teleport waypoints in this area? Alrighty. Let's go. I don't know, this whole Sumeru thing, the Academia, that's incredibly suspicious. I don't know, please give me an explanation. Please, please, please. Earpiece?
Sumeru City! We finally made it!
Why do they have a piece over their ear?
Oh, did you see that? When those people entered the city, something on their heads lit up.
One moment, please, you two. It appears this is your first time visiting Sumeru City.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But how did you know that?
Because there's currently no information on either of you in the Akasha.
What?
But no need to worry, that won't prevent you from entering the city. In fact, perhaps you two have heard of the Akasha before. It's our beloved After centuries of tireless research on the Akasha, as long as you are within Sumeru's borders, you may use an Akasha terminal to connect directly to the Akasha and access any knowledge you need. I should mention that due to technical limitations, the operation of Akasha terminals will be much smoother and more effective in large cities, such as Sumeru City and Port Ormos.
But these seem to only be on adults. Not children.
Oh, so this is the thing that Tainari was telling us about.
You two are quite fortunate. Until recently, it was standard practice to only issue Akasha terminals to outlanders who spent an extended amount of time. Here are your Akasha terminals.
It's weird.
To activate it, simply hold it in your hand and say the following phrase to yourself.
Oh, says this little doodad lets you May the mighty God...
Paimon gets one.
Whoa! Just now, something clicked, and Paimon suddenly knew how to use this thing. It seems all we need to do is concentrate on what we want to know, and bam!
Exactly. And with that, let me officially welcome you both to Sumeru City. May the wisdom of the Dendro Archon always be your guide.
Okay, now that we're in... 500 years ago, the sages found a newly born deity from within some... Okay, next, let's concentrate on asking how to meet her. Huh? Paimon doesn't sense anything. Oh, come on! Focusing on this question feels like when you have something you're trying to remember and it's on the tip of your tongue, but you just can't think of it. Paimon's brain is exhausted. Oh, smart idea. But what are you going to ask it?
I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. It's like they're withholding information about certain people. This is fishy.
You too. Uh-oh. Paimon's getting all... Huh. Could it be because we're outlet? Well, seems he's from Sumeru.
This is so suspicious. This is so suspicious. But that'll be a thing for next time.
Oh, it's not far from the city's gate. Let's head over and have a look. Hopefully he's at home.
Yeah, problem for next time. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next episode. Bye!